when we intimise our heart to seeing God as your Father, you will begin to see and experience His love in all its powerful ways. It's the experiencing His love, just like Joyce said in this example of marriage. It's experiencing His love over time. Over time, this great love and affection and passion for God will begin to flow in your heart and out from your heart. And this is what I call the gush of your heart. Yes, it's another creative thing here. It is the gush of Abba Daddy of this verse. It is the affectionate and desperate love cry of a child in the loving, protective heart and arms of a parent. To the difference maker, it will always be wise to remember that people are God's children. Remember this. This is the warning. Warning, difference makers. Always handle people as God's baby. And if you do that, you won't fail to treat them properly and have God come down on you.
So let's go to anchor number 3. Every person can experience great life transformation by living out the suffering for glory decisions with God. And we read this in verse 17. Now, if we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ, if indeed we share in His sufferings, in order that we may also share in His glory. This last anchor decision with God is perhaps the hardest one for us to make. But without it, all of your life transformation may just go down the drain. In life, you will have to share in Christ's sufferings, both personally and with others. The most important decision you will have to make in life to survive this world's sufferings is having eyes on Christ's glory. So what is Christ's glory? It is what Christ has accomplished for all of life's sufferings on the cross. At the cross, Jesus defeated all life's suffering, darkness, and sins. So this means in heaven and all of eternity, there will be no more suffering. When you decide that the glory of the cross is your answer for all your life's sufferings, that faith will help you find God's strength and grace to endure the short-lived suffering that you face in this world. Why not decide to live by faith now, in suffering and giving Christ the glory and honor that He deserves for what He has accomplished for you in all of eternity?
See, folks, we all have to make a decision with how we handle life sufferings. This is one of the most important things. So you can either keep the suffering in front of your eyes, allowing the effects of its darkness and evil to live inside of you, and live always under the cloud that says, why? Believing that God ever wants you to understand darkness and suffering. People, God never answered me about the why. Yeah, because God never wanted you to understand darkness, evil, and suffering. That's the problem, is when we get hooked on those pains and those wounds, we get haunted by the question, why? So you have another alternative.